Girl Tribe Gaming. Podcast on. I said podcast on.
You are listening to Girl Tribe Gaming, a podcast mostly about video games. I'm Zen.
And I'm Jen, and welcome to episode 45. Now, this is our E3 2015 Xbox Media Brief Debrief.
And this show is outlined to follow their brief. I really don't like the word brief.
I don't
can't
either.
say that. Okay, good.
We're going to follow their show. We'll just call it show.
Good idea. And their show was go, 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 go. And that's exactly how this show is going to be.
I know. It's like our style of fast squirrel.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So, Zen, real quick before we get started, this year you actually took the day off work so you could sit at home and watch it all live. And every year I always feel bad because you always you're at work. I'm texting you every 5 minutes. Well, how was it this year getting to actually sit and watch it and see it as everybody else does?
It was amazing. Sitting here by myself in my office, kind of like cheering to myself, actually sitting up a few times out of my office chair, just like, yeah. And I can't do that at work because then everybody's like,
yeah,
thinks you're even weirder than they already think you are.
I know. And then I know like the last couple years I've texted you spoilers and
yeah, that's okay. But I had a blast. It was a great show.
It was overall. So let's get into it. So Halo 5 is how they opened with Bonnie Ross from 343 Industries. So what did you think? What do you think?
Well, they showed a little bit of the more gameplay with campaign.
Yes.
Four-person campaign, it looked like.
Yes.
Graphics look great. I actually just fell more in love with Halo 5. That's really all that happened.
Yeah.
And
I mean, the graphics were nice. Like, they were really good. And then, little things made me happy. Like, the grunt ran by at some point and he said something silly and I just laughed. I was just...
It still looked like Halo to me, but
Yes.
It has evolved. It had faster movements. I don't want to compare it to Call of Duty.
Right.
But it just looked like it was right for the time now.
Yeah.
But it still looked like Halo. And I'm curious to see how this whole hunting the Master Chief, what it is. Because they still didn't explain that.
Yeah, they said, is he a hero or a defector? They're like, it could go either way with him and Locke. Are they... Yeah, I I don't want spoilers, and I've been staying away from anything about the story in detail. Mm. But did you notice the voice? And, Nathan Fillion, you know who that is?
Nope.
He was in ODST as well, but he was in Firefly.
Oh, yeah, I think
him?
His face looked familiar.
Yeah, and in the game, during the demo, you saw it looked just like Nathan Fillion.
Okay, I saw I know who you're talking about, and I'm like, gosh, that guy looks like somebody.
Yeah, I love him from so many shows and stuff. So it was really cool that they brought him back. And it's, as far as I know, I'm not really good with all the Halo story stuff, but in Halo 3 ODST, he played the character Buck. And I noticed in the names when they were walking around that it was the same character name.
That's what I want to do more research on.
How it all
who
ties
those
together.
Characters are and how Locke was introduced in, was it Halo 2? They showed him a little bit in the Master Chief collection.
Yeah, the cutscenes they added and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see because there's two squads. You have Locke squad and then Master Chief squad.
Yeah.
So I want to know how they're going to work that gameplay. Like, are you going to be jumping back and forth, or can you just play one squad all the way through?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope it. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't talk. I'm so excited. I think I had too much caffeine. Sorry. One thing I noticed in the little campaign walkthrough, the shotgun. Oh, it was just good.
Yeah, the guns look great. And then they showed a little bit of multiplayer with Warzone.
Yeah.
A 24 player.
Yeah.
You have 24 players and then AI. So
Yeah.
you're like, it's everything against, you're fighting
everything.
everything, basically.
You're fighting people, you're fighting AI, and the scale of the battles, it's just looked massive. And for Halo, totally massive. Like,
yeah. They said the maps are 4 times larger than past maps.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine, like your what is it? The big team battle.
Yeah, I can see us now. Like, everybody hop in.
Yeah, and then we're gonna. If I'm driving, we're gonna get lost or go over a cliff, just like normal. So
Yeah, we're gonna Thelma and Louise it again. I know it.
Yeah. So the campaign looks great in Halo. The war zone is really intriguing. I mean, I'm really interested to see what that's all about.
Yeah, I mean, I was really impressed. It actually made me more excited for it. So,
yep, same here.
Yeah.
So, anything else on Halo? Let's keep jumping.
No, the next one was a major surprise. I'm assuming we have the same list.
Yep. Yeah, I hope so.
So, Microsoft's Game Studios, I hope this is the one Zen has. It's called a new game called Recore. That's Recore. And I was instantly drawn to this game, Zen.
I think I know why.
Well, for me, like, instantly I like the graphics. I don't know why. Something about it. I don't know. It reminded me of a few different games, but it
reminded me of a clean Borderlands, like.
I thought that too. Borderlands, and there was, I don't know, maybe like a little hint of Mass Effect in it, and just something else I just haven't put my finger on yet. Mm-hmm. But I had never heard of this game. It's a brand new first-party franchise, exclusive to Xbox One. But I had like a whole range of emotions in this little trailer. At first, I was like, because she had like that little robot dog that had like the little blue circle core.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, oh, he's so cute. And then they're battling. And then he goes and he like sacrifices himself. And then I was like, oh, sad. And then she like builds him into the big robot. And then I was like, happy. And then I was like ready for an adventure. I'm hooked.
Same here. And I think it's going to be interesting if you can save somebody, like if their whole soul and being is in this little circle marble thing that she has.
Yeah.
Like, let's say you have 2 dogs. Can you just save one? Like,
well, if they
my mind was like going crazy. I know they haven't showed it, but like my mind was like going all over the place thinking how awesome this game could be.
It has a lot of potential. Like, and the main character was this, I don't know, she was like really cool. I don't know, like, she almost reminded me like from Mirror's Edge. Mm-hmm. I don't know. She was just cool.
The game looks beautiful.
Yeah.
They didn't show a whole lot, but like what we both saw, we're both intrigued by it.
And I don't remember. Did they say a date? I don't think they did.
I don't think so. There was not a lot of, there were some dates given on these games, but not a lot.
A lot of them were very like holiday.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, well, I guess this fall is going to be really expensive again.
Yeah. So what do we got next then?
Oh my gosh, this next thing, like it came out of nowhere. I was just like, it was just thrown in there.
Yeah.
Backwards compatibility.
Yeah, my mind just blew up when they said that.
Yes, and the crowd went crazy.
Yeah.
This is one of the times where I like literally had my hands up and was like sitting up. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Soup and I were on the couch and both of us went, what? Like really loud out loud. So they announced that your Xbox One will now be able to play your Xbox 360 games, and you would not only be able to transfer your saves and your achievements, you'll be able to still play with your Xbox 360 game, your friends on those games.
How cool is that?
That's so cool. Like, I never thought that was a possibility.
Yeah, and they said they got 100 titles coming by this holiday season.
Yeah.
And then 100, like, they just going to keep filling it, 100 in the next few months. But there's a select few games that are available to preview members now. So that's really exciting if you're a preview member.
Yeah, so I'm a preview member, and I'm looking at this list of the ones that are available, like now for the preview members. What the preview program is, if you don't know, like there's certain people that opted into this program where they will send you the Xbox dashboard updates early to test, and they can work out the bugs before it rolls out to everyone. And Zen, So I'm looking at the list. I'm like, ooh, Hexic. Because I haven't played that forever.
So good.
Perfect Dark Zero. I still hope I have that game because I've been wanting to play it. Viva Pinata.
How funny is that? We were making jokes like, yeah, I just want it, even if it's just the old game just on Xbox.
Yeah.
And then bam.
I know. I feel like we need to quote you like right here.
I'm like embarrassed to say it though. Viva Pinata.
Oh, I love that game. Both of them. Although the second one was pretty much the first one.
I just played the second one, so it was
Oh, you didn't miss
just
anything.
a cute little game with those colorful pinatas, just working in the garden, just peaceful. I don't even know if they have to remaster it. Just put it on the Xbox One.
But yeah, so Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise, the first one. It's just so funny. So
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
I know. I was talking with Supa, and we already agreed we're not going to just install all the games that we have that are backwards compatible because we'll fill up our external hard drive too fast.
Yeah, now's the time to keep an eye open for an additional external hard drive.
Yeah, that's so cool because there's so many games I haven't had time to go back. And I know this sounds lazy, but like, I don't want to switch the TV input, power on my 360, make sure I have a battery that's charged, and then find the right headset. If I could just
I'm the
it,
same way. And
yeah.
I like the Xbox One controller now, so
agreed. And we'll be able to stream those games on Twitch through the Twitch app. We could take screenshots. It's
amazing.
Oh,
it's so cool. So great. And I loved how they said, they made a point like this is no extra work for the developers of these games.
Yeah.
So they
just have to opt in.
Yeah, and it seems like that's great. And like a lot of these games are now going to be in time be able to be enjoyed again.
Yeah, it's really cool. And they're not, they're like, we respect that you've already bought our games and we're not going to ask you to pay a fee. So it's just part of a benefit of being a one owner. Now that's just so cool. I was totally shocked.
Yeah, same. Completely blown away. So super exciting.
Yeah.
And the next thing was quite a surprise also was when they announced the Elite controller for the Xbox One.
Yeah, so the new Xbox wireless controller. It'll work on the One and Windows 10.
Oh, wow.
So it's all of this stuff we will have in the show notes. All the videos, screenshots, and everything. This controller is beautiful, Zen. Do you agree or no?
Okay.
Be honest.
I use Scuff.
Yes,
I have a Scuff, and I really like my Scuff.
Okay.
And I at first when I saw the controller, I was like, okay. But then they started like rotating the controller and showing it off. And the controller is simple.
Yeah.
But it looks pretty dang good. I'm not gonna lie. It's caught my attention.
So this is like, the E3 brief they did is brief. They showed a quick video. They didn't give us a whole lot of detail, just enough to make us go, huh. And I'm telling you, those paddles. So if you don't know, like this controller they're showing, it's like an Elite version of the regular controller. It comes with, what do you call it, Zen?
Paddles on the back, and it has trigger stops, and then it looks like their analog sticks pop out somehow. Yeah,
it looks like you just pull them off and you can pop on the different ones.
Which is really interesting because you can't remove your analog sticks with Scuff, which is something that I've wanted to try because I've always wondered like, what would it be like if I had the longer or the shorter analog sticks?
Yeah. And
it had a fancy D-pad too.
It did. Yeah, I watched the video. I think I've watched it 6 times already, and I'm sure I'll keep watching it. But yeah, that D-pad is weird looking. I don't know. But on the back of the controller, it had a switch. And it looks like you can just turn the triggers on your shoulder pad. What am I trying to think? The little trigger, you can turn it off and on. The trigger stops.
Yeah,
with a switch. With Scuff, you've got to...
No, you can't. You have to take them off. And it's like... to adjust your trigger stops, it feels like you're going to break your controller. Like, it was a terrible noise taking my controller apart.
Oh, yeah,
I spent $200 on this controller, and it's like...
It's like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that'd be cool if you could just flip a switch, and then... That way, if you were playing like a game where you wanted that full range of motion and then you're instantly changing, you just flip a switch. And it looked like there was a switch for each side. So you could do it independently. I don't know what situation. Maybe you wanted to zoom in fast.
Yeah, I don't see.
But not the shooting? It's possible.
It's really interesting. They've caught my attention. I want to know more.
Yeah.
I want to know a price tag. I think it says it's going to be out this fall.
Yeah, it said this fall. Oh, and the paddles. It says the paddles and the buttons, you can remap them. So we'll have to learn more about that. And
yeah, it's really interesting. I'm getting ready to buy a new scuff just because I want one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm gonna put the brakes on.
Maybe see.
And just see the price tag and want to see some reviews and quality reviews. I guess that's my big concern. Like, this is something new. Like, they're not new at making controllers,
right?
But this is something new, making would you say a pro version almost?
Yeah, pretty much. My thought was this. Okay, like Scuff, you go in Cinch and all of those, you go to their website, you put in what you want, and then you get it. But you never really get to see it beforehand. But like this, are they going to have it at retail stores? Would you be able to go in and hold one?
Well, I hope they have it at like GameStops.
So
if they don't have it at GameStops, that's insane.
Yeah, so how cool with that? You could just go buy it. You don't have to wait a week or two to get it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, and you see like the metal parts they added?
It looks good. It looks like a race car. Like, it just looks fast. Like, you look at it and like, this controller's ready to fly.
I don't say this often about technology, but I thought it was sexy.
Oh my gosh. I don't that's another thing, that's another pet peeve when people call things sexy. It's like, ugh.
It was, Zen.
I know. I agree with you.
I can't wait though.
I'm in denial about it, I guess. Like,
yeah.
I just can't believe.
Well, one other thing too. If you look at the paddles on the back, you notice how they're shaped, and they're shaped to hit right where your fingers land.
It does
instead of having to like, how you rotate. You have to, for me, when I use a Scuff, I have to like rotate my hand up to hit
They did come out with new paddles, but the angle that they do have different paddles, but the angle that the Xbox controller has looks like a more comfortable angle, like you're saying.
Yeah, it just
I don't know. I don't know.
And it looks like they just pop on. Like, you don't have to screw them on.
Yeah, I don't. I have to see it. I have to see a price tag.
Price tag's gonna be big.
I know what I would pay for it.
What would you pay?
Okay, maybe.
Well, how much is a Scuff? Do you remember?
My Scuff's range, but mine was around 200.
Around 200. What? Based on what you've seen.
But okay, this is gonna sound bad because I paid 200 for my Scuff. But I want this controller to be $160.
Yeah, like in my head, I'm thinking 180.
Yeah, and the only reason I say that is like they have a massive amount of control. I mean, they're going to be making a huge amount of these, so I think their price point should be able to fall below what a Scuff would cost.
I agree.
And that's what's going to make people think like, okay, I can save a little bit of money and maybe even get a nicer looking controller.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're not going to get, I don't think, the color options, but at least you could get a quality. It looks nice.
Yeah,
like
I don't know. I don't know.
Depending on where you buy it, like, you could probably get an extended warranty on it cheaper than what Scuff would offer. And you've got to admit, like, a lot of the girls' Scuffs are breaking right now when they've had them about a year.
Mine's still good, so let's not talk about that.
Yours is good so far.
Mine's still good, and we're both super excited about the controller, but let's keep moving.
Hype.
Yep.
Fallout 4. Was that what was next?
Yeah, that's next on my list too, so we're doing good.
Hey, we watched the same show and took... Zen, listen to this. I took paper notes this year. I'll never do it again.
Okay.
I can't
so
read my
people
writing.
that don't know, usually I'm the person that's like all old school and writing stuff down on paper.
She like prints
this year
out her...
I typed stuff up because, well, to be honest, last year I was like writing things down and I couldn't read my handwriting. So
that's where I'm at. I haven't written anything in so long. I had to like hunt for paper.
Oh my god.
I thought
that is too funny.
Yeah, so Fallout 4, I saw the Bethesda thing last night. So I want to hear what you think about Fallout 4, what you saw, because what they showed last night was different stuff.
Okay. So I didn't watch last night, like you were saying.
Yes.
But today I like the graphics. I thought were good. I fell in love when I saw the little puppy, and then I get a dog. I like the idea of the story.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I've never played a Fallout before.
Me either.
And then I liked how you had like you were able to like choose your own adventure kind of idea with the narrative. That's basically all I know. And they showed some cool guns.
Yeah, showed some cool guns, some beautiful scenes, like settings in the game. I was like blown away by the art of those. But I gotta say, like, what they showed last night was so much more interesting, and I'm like totally hyped about this game more than I even thought possible. Because they went into a whole bunch more about like all the building you can do, and my little Minecraft self's like, oh my god, I can build like my own little area, like survival area. I don't know.
It looks great, and I love they said mods made on the PC can be moved onto your Xbox.
Yeah, so I'm not familiar with Fallout and what kind of mods.
You know, me neither, but I'm always seeing these mods on PC for other games, and it pretty much changes everything. So, like, that's a really interesting thing to hear.
And if this happens and works well, I could see it transferring to other games, because with Windows 10, pretty much anything you can play on Windows 10, you can play on your Xbox One.
Yeah,
so
and these lines between PC and console gaming are
blending.
Slowly, like molasses.
I think it's going to pick
frozen
up
molasses
this summer as soon as Windows 10 comes out, at least for Xbox owners. I think it's going to blend. Like, just imagine like any game that's on both, and like you make mods. Like, imagine the possibilities for Minecraft.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine? I mean, obviously it would have to be a Windows 10 version of. I don't know. It could go.
I definitely see this as the beginning of something.
Yeah, I don't know where it's going to go, but I can see possibilities. So what else they talked about? Was that it for Fallout?
They showed
a lot.
They showed a lot, and in the brief. Oh gosh, I said that word.
In the show.
Yeah, in the show. Beforehand they shared a lot.
Yeah, before
that. I don't even know. It looks great. The graphics look good, and it's really caught my eye. It's like one of those things. Like I'm gonna keep an eye on that game.
It's coming out
it
November 10th. I will post in the show notes maybe the Bethesda media brief, because they showed a lot more, and it was like, wow, I want this game. This might have now be my most excited for game now. So
see, I have to watch that also.
Yeah. So EA was there.
Yeah, and the guy in the suit, like, ugh.
Yeah,
they only dude in a suit, and it was like instantly I'm like, you're boring me in your suit.
Your suit's boring.
Your suit is so boring.
Put on a hoodie. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Come on. But he shared a little bit about EA Access, which you and I both love. Mm-hmm. He also mentioned that Titanfall was going to be added to the Vault.
Yeah, which I already have.
Yep, same here. And he said this week it was going to be added. Yep. And then next up was going to be Dragon Age Inquisition, which that was a surprise for me that they were already adding that.
I know. It just makes me want to kick myself in the butt, though. Like, I could have just waited a little bit longer.
Yeah, same. I have not played that game as much as I should have.
Me
so
either.
I have to get back into that.
Me too. But so he talked about all the benefits that we've already talked about before, getting to play games early, getting discounts on new games, you know. But they are going to have the Vault open for everybody for free this week. So you can go in and play all these games. Basically, you're renting them for the week. So go download it and try it for free. Why not?
Yeah, they have a good selection already in there. So
yeah, definitely play. What was that game? The fighting game. UFC, the UFC fight. It's so much fun. Go play that.
And they also have, I think, Plants vs. Zombies. Is that in there?
Yeah, Garden Warfare. Yeah.
The first one? Mm-hmm. And they announced the Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
Yes. It was cute.
Yeah, it's cute. It's like one of those games that's like, I'll probably pass.
I just like the music. They picked that Top Gun music, like Kenny Loggins or something. I don't know. It was funny.
It's cute.
They showed some new characters you can be in the new game, and it's cute, happy graphics, and so that's coming out spring 2016. The new Plants vs. Zombies. So it was cute.
Yeah, meh.
Yeah. So, okay. I was a little disappointed with the level of Forza talk.
Did you think there was too much?
Not
there's
enough.
too little?
I mean, I know they were on a fast pace. So Forza 6, we all know Forza. I guess that's why. We all know what Forza is. They showed like a little, people call it car porn. Oh, I can't talk.
My gosh. What is going on?
Yeah, I can't talk. But what I will say I noticed is they showed rain in that trailer. And, they've had rain in Forza Horizon 2. But like the actual Forza, 1 through 5, there's never been any weather. It's always just perfect and sunny out. So that could, add a new element to the game.
But the rain looked pretty dang good. And I'm not a Forza. I don't play Forza, but
yeah, the graphics are just as beautiful as you always would expect. But they didn't really say anything new or anything.
Yeah, it felt like I was just watching a trailer and there's two dudes standing there narrating it.
Yeah, they didn't even really talk that much. So we'll see. I'm going to have it, so.
Yeah, you'll definitely get it. And then next after that, they talked about Dark Souls 3.
Yes.
I didn't play Dark Souls. I'm sure the people out there are really excited, but
I think I played the second one. But this is coming out early 2016. So probably March? I don't know. I didn't really I didn't care too much either way.
Yeah, same here. And then we're going to keep moving on because why talk about something we're not super excited about? The Division.
Yes.
I've heard they've been talking about this game for so long. It's like, I don't really care anymore.
Really? I'm still excited.
I'm not.
Aw.
So if you're excited, I mean, it's not doing anything for me. It doesn't look.
The story's kind of compelling. Like these normal people, their normal lives are gone. And then they have like this almost like sleeper cell of trained people that they're like the last resort to like save the life that they know.
Mm-hmm.
And it says it's a deep action RPG. I don't know. I'm interested, but I'm scared.
Are you scared about the hype?
I'm scared. Yeah, I'm scared of the hype that it's because after Watch Dogs.
Yeah, same here. That's the way I feel. It's like there's so much hype. Mm-hmm. I don't even want to look at this game anymore because I don't believe it. I just don't believe in the game anymore. But we'll see what happens when the reviews come out for it, if it ever comes out.
Yeah. And then they transferred right from The Division to Rainbow Six Siege.
That caught my eye.
It did. Mine too.
You too? Mm-hmm. Wow. It's usually, Rainbow Six would usually be shown and I'd be like, meh, whatever. But what caught me was when he said something along the lines of it being what people love about Rainbow Six, being a simple war game.
Which is
exactly what we wanted. And then he said, but uses the next gen, what makes, the graphics and what they can do with next gen consoles.
That's exactly what we said last week, that we were hoping that someday they might consider for Call of Duty.
So
we just want simple but solid, good gameplay, good graphics. We don't need. And they said that because of the backwards compatibility, they would be giving us the Rainbow Six Vegas and Vegas 2 from the 360 for free, but we'll be able to play it on our one.
Yeah, I mean, Rainbow Six is something that or Rainbow Six Siege would be something I'm keeping an eye on now, which was surprising.
I agree, and it's going to be out this holiday season, so we'll have to see. I mean, it sounds like this holiday season is expensive again.
I know. Oh my gosh, start saving.
Yeah. So
and they jumped right into ID at Xbox after that.
Oh, I know. And the very first thing they showed a little clip from was your Cuphead.
Oh my gosh.
You've been
I'm so
dying.
the game looks so good. For those of you who don't know, Cuphead is like a 1930s cartoon platformer game. And the gameplay just looks so intriguing.
And they finally showed something new from it.
Was it the co-op?
It looked
don't-
like it had 2-player, and they showed a little bit more like you could actually see gameplay. But Zen, I'm scared for you. Because
Why?
I swear somewhere I saw it said 2016. I swear I saw it.
Oh no.
I couldn't re-find it though, but I swear somewhere
I
real
wouldn't be
small.
surprised.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those games that like is never released. And I'm just gonna be constantly being all excited about it.
Yeah.
But I guess that's another game that has a lot of hype. Maybe I should be scared.
What, Cuphead?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't think so. No.
It'll be okay.
So they talked about a few other idea at Xbox games that we mentioned in our previous episode, in our pre-E3 episode. So it was nice to see a little bit more from them. But they also mentioned Ashen. Was it Ashen? An open world.
Yeah.
Where you get to decide who's friend, who's foe. And the artwork was super intriguing with that because the characters had no face.
Yeah.
But there's still so much emotion in this game.
Yeah. I thought that was crazy. Like, in that one part of the trailer, like the man had stopped for a second and then she ran on and then the ground broke and it was like, oh crap, I'm all alone. But like they didn't have any face, but you could see the expression. And then he like looked like he got stabbed in the stomach or something and died. Like it was dramatic.
So that was one idea at Xbox game that I haven't heard of.
Ashen. I guess that's how you say it.
I'm guessing.
Crazy, yeah. And I also, that Tacoma game looked kind of interesting too that they showed. But they, it's just so little though. It's hard to know.
Was it the developers that did, was it called Gone Home?
Gone Home, yeah.
Yeah, so there's another game that I wish they showed a little bit more just to help explain. But I don't know. I mean, we've been having a blast with the idea at Xbox games, and I think that's just going to continue throughout the rest of this year.
Yeah, and what did you think about the Xbox game, what do they call it? Xbox game preview.
That's where you kind of, like beta programs almost, where you help the developers throughout the game, building the game, kind of.
I think so, because they talked about how on the computer, that is already going on. I know, another thing. It sounds like, if I understood correctly, but they didn't really spell it out, it sounds like let's say Harmonix. They have a game that I'm really interested in, and I want to help it along. It sounded like I could, either try a demo and see from there what I want to do, or it almost sounded like I could buy the game now and then help them beta test it till it releases and then get the game when it comes out. That's how I took it.
That's how I took it too, but then in my mind I was like, that's just so weird. But
well, yeah, but how cool would that be? Like, okay, Cuphead, you've been in love with it. You knew from the day you saw it last year. What if this whole time you could have already bought the game and been helping them beta test it all this time?
I would have done it.
But then some games I could see me like, no, I want to wait. I want to be surprised. I want to see the final.
Yeah, like a game like, let's say, Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
I would not.
Yeah. That's just cool. It's just more options, and I really like that. And it probably helps the developers come up with the money to keep funding their projects. If they can have a little bit early,
And get the feedback that they need to have a successful game at the end. I mean...
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
definitely interesting. Just one of those things I want to learn more about before being, fully on board, being like, yeah, awesome. But love the idea for sure.
Yeah. And it looks like they'll have a couple games available for this new program today. So this afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah. So. And then they jumped into a game called Ion that caught my eye.
Oh, that looked cool.
It's like one of those games like I love the idea because he said that we built this world, this platform, and it's the gamers that are in it that help develop it. And it's set in space.
Yeah.
So
I
don't understand what this all means. I know it's like, what is this? I love the idea. Yeah. But how's it gonna work? The graphics look cool. And I want to go build stuff in space.
Of course.
Hello.
Yeah, it looks I love it. Like, I don't even know what it is. I want it.
I know, same here. Oh my, that happened a lot this E3. I noticed, like, I don't know what you're talking about,
but I'm in.
I'm sold. Yeah, you got me, Xbox. You got me.
I will say, like, they did such a good job presenting so much material so fast, but yet they got the main points across, and I was interested the whole time.
Yeah, same here. My attention span is really short.
Mm-hmm.
A few things I wish they talked a little bit more about, but it was good. Like, I was like on a rush after they got done. My head was spinning. I was like, whoa, what just happened?
Yeah, so one game, as everyone knows, that both of us are excited about, especially, like, this was, you asked me last episode, what's the one game I would like to see more of? And this was it. Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. And we got to see, you know, some stuff we'd already seen. You know, they gave us, like, last week a little teaser and then some more detail. We got to see some gameplay. And Zen, I was personally blown away with the level of detail in these graphics. Like, well, one, I was a little upset with her hair at the beginning.
Well, she was in the cold. Wasn't it snowy? I mean,
yeah, it was all
her hair's
floating.
not going to look good.
It just seemed extra fine. But I think it was just because it was in her hat and only part of it was out or something. But did you notice, she's climbing.
She's,
like,
don't give her a break, girl.
Her hair's like blowing in the wind with the wind. Like, it all goes together. And like her cheeks were rosy, like she was cold. And like when she was breathing breaths of, you know, cold air coming out, and then when she like took her hat off, like snow was getting stuck in her hair, like just those little details.
I know. Oh my, this game is probably the game that I'm really, really looking forward to for a single player game.
Yeah,
I can't even talk because like I think about it and I was like, nope, so good. And they, like you said, they showed a little bit of gameplay. Not a whole lot. I don't even, like, but they showed like what Tomb Raider did great I don't even know what you want to call it, but when she's running and like all this action's happening behind her.
Yeah, it's
and how they interweave that together, like when she's jumping, you know.
It looks very fluid and natural, and it's like high intensity. Like, I was getting anxious just watching the person play the game.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Oh, I noticed something, Zen.
What?
You know, in the last Tomb Raider, it's sometimes her yells and things, it just almost seems sexual. So now she's got better, like, like grunts and ows and stuff are not so.
She did scream a lot still, but it didn't seem so.
Yeah, and like the end, she was breathing a little heavy, but it wasn't like last time where it was awkward.
And maybe that's like character development also, because like the first game, she was this supposedly a weak person, you know, like with sissy screams, but I'm glad that they're toning that down just a little bit.
Yeah, I cannot wait. So the next thing I have, Zen, was it Rare that you have?
Oh my gosh, I didn't see it coming. I mean, my head is still like, what?
I couldn't.
Bringing back the games that some of us grew up on, that we have all these fond memories of. And there's 30 games that are coming back in this Rare. They're calling it the Rare Replay.
Yeah.
And what's in there?
It's 30 games for
$30.
$30.
And you have Perfect Dark, which is, I know, one of your guys' favorite.
Yes.
Viva Pinata, which we made a joke about, you know, that, we want Viva Pinata, even if it's the old one, just to be on the Xbox One.
I know.
And you're getting both. You're getting the Viva Pinata, and then what is it? Trouble in Paradise?
Oh, yeah. The first one and the second one. Yeah.
And Killer Instinct?
Oh, yeah, I don't care about that. But Conker's Bad Fur Day? Oh, and I've been wanting to play Banjo-Kazooie, but Supa would never let me buy it. And so now I can play it. And you get 10,000 gamer score points. Well, possible. You're not going to get them, but...
Yeah, so you get these 30 games...
$1 each.
$30. Yeah, $1.
I don't even know what all 30 games they are, but just the ones I know alone are worth the $30. Like,
yeah, I'm going to. I can't wait.
August 4th, 2015. I'm just good. Yeah, I have to have it.
called Rare Replay.
Yeah.
And then Rare also announced, I haven't heard anything about this game.
Me either.
Sea of Thieves, and it's a pirate game that
Yeah.
looks like it has a lot of co-op multiplayer play.
That's what it looked like, yeah.
And you're on a pirate ship, and I mean, can you imagine us girls
sailing
in a pirate
the
ship,
seas.
sailing the sea, and just being these, I almost swore there, these pirates.
Even I don't know if you noticed, the water looked beautiful. Like, I felt like I was in the freaking ocean.
Yeah, they did a great job of melding that, but then the graphics are still kind of fun and cartoonish.
Yeah, like what you would expect from Rare. It's like, and it is an exclusive. So this is a big surprise. I did not know anything about this game.
No, but it looks, if it does have a lot of co-op play where, let's say, there can be 8 of us or something on this pirate ship, and they were battling. There was 2 pirate ships. I'm sorry, my brain just skipped to battles. And there's like, when they were battling.
Yeah, well, they had showed it, they made it look like, so it was kind of clear, like you could see different gamer tags on the people in the game. And then when the one ship passed the other ship, I was thinking in my head, battle! Yeah, and then the next thing it switches, and then they're going and they're shooting. I was like, that is cool.
God, I can't wait.
Yeah,
and
that was a big surprise.
I know I could geek out about this, where we're just like just constantly saying how excited we are about that game.
Yeah,
but let's move into Fables Legends. You're a Fables fan. I don't play Fables. This is a free to play though.
Yeah, it's a free to play if you're on Xbox One or Windows 10, and it's kind of got that like Evolve, where you have one guy that's the bad guy, and then you have like the 4 good guys, and they're trying to get to the monster or the bad guy. And then the bad guy is like at a top-down view trying to stop you along the way. And this game just, I want to love it, but I just haven't been able to.
We'll see. And at least it's a free to play. I think that's one thing that we'll give it a try.
As long as you have a Xbox Gold membership.
Yeah, to be honest, though, like I was still stuck on pirates. When they were talking, all I could think about was being a pirate.
Yeah, I was really excited about that. But one thing that we talked about last episode on our pre-E3 talk was the whole Oculus Rift and HoloLens, and they addressed it.
They did. They didn't share a whole lot about Oculus.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much everything that we've already talked about. But they did share quite a bit of HoloLens.
That was a unique demonstration of how...
I loved that demonstration.
They did a good job, because like you see the guy with the HoloLens on, and it looks like he's doing nothing, but then they had that other camera guy showing us what he was seeing. And when they took the Minecraft game and moved it from the wall onto that table, and it comes up in 3D, I mean, didn't it look like real stone blocks sitting there? Like you could just grab it and like hold it in your hand.
Yeah, it looked beautiful what they were doing with Minecraft. I mean, he was controlling the world and everything and like zooming in and out. I didn't see him placing the blocks though.
No, they didn't show that, but
that was interesting. They just showed basically looking around your world.
Mm-hmm. And it was cool. You could tell the lens to follow the girl character he had. Mm-hmm. And that was neat, following her around. And then he was able to take the entire world and pull it up and see in.
And it seemed like a god mode. He was almost like a god.
It's like more than creative mode. Creative god mode.
Yeah, because then he said like lightning strike.
Yeah.
And lightning would strike from the skies above.
That was cool with the TNT. Anytime you can incorporate TNT into Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm TNT sold. And then tell lightning to strike TNT.
Yeah, he didn't even have to get a lighter or anything.
No. So that was interesting. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with other games. Like, because I'm guessing the price point's going to be pretty expensive.
Probably.
So it works with Minecraft and it looks great. But what else can you do?
I don't know. But it's a new way to play an old game, and like, some of the projects the girls get involved building are very intricate. And if you could just stand back, look at it, walk around it, kind of tweak it, I just can't even imagine the ability and the things you could make.
Yeah. The technology is really cool and exciting.
I hope it's affordable is the thing.
Exactly.
And what is affordable? That's a whole nother question.
Oh my gosh. So then from Minecraft, they jumped right into Gears of War, the Ultimate Edition, which is going to be just Gears of War, the first one remastered and re-released.
Yes.
And then they have a public beta
For the
multiplayer that's out today.
Today?
For 1 week.
I know. I tried to download it. It wasn't ready yet.
No, oh gosh, I gotta do that too.
Yeah, so for 1 week, we can give a try to the multiplayer beta, which will be fun. And they didn't do it exactly like I had hoped. Remember at last episode I said they'll show the trailer for the new remastered, and at the end it'll be Marcus and episode, or but no, they just it was all there though. Gears of War 4 is happening.
But they called it Gears 4.
Yeah, just Gears.
And it wasn't Marcus.
Nope.
It was some guy called JD, and he was with this female, and they're running through, a typical looking Gears of War map.
Yeah.
With, you had your Lancer, and I think they showed a shoddy.
Yep.
But, so I don't know if it's a prequel or what's this story, because the monsters, they look like the same type of locust.
Yeah.
But the monsters were different. Like I've never, at least for me, these monsters were nothing that I remember fighting.
Yeah, and when they were in the game, it didn't feel like the characters knew what anything was. Like it was all new to them. So
yeah,
I don't know. I noticed that they had just put Gears, and then it was like in blue letters, and then the 4.
Yeah, and the characters weren't fully armored. Like they looked like they had, what is it, COG armor on, like their chest. But like the JD, the male character, had khaki looking pants on. Like he didn't have, they weren't fully armored. So that was weird.
Yeah, and like when they walked, they didn't make as much clunky noise. So I wonder if that means there'll be like a little less clunky gameplay.
I don't know. My gut is saying it's a prequel, maybe. I don't know. Or it's years after, in like the world. Honestly, the more I think about it, it's like I have no idea what's going on.
I don't either, but I will say the graphics did look really good. It was in third person, so the Girl Tribe Gaming girls don't have to riot, because they said if it was in first person, there would be a riot. So
no rioting.
Call off the riot. I think it's going to be good. At least they've got familiar weapons, and even the music. Like it was having little hints of familiar sounds that you knew from the others. So it's like tying it all in. So
it's exciting.
Did they say? I forget. Did they say when that's out next year? Or did they say?
I don't remember. I don't think it's going to be this year. Oh, you're turning your paper.
I'm trying to find my paper.
Flipping your notes.
That's page 4. I took a lot of notes, and I can't read most of it. It's all in my head. Thank goodness. Here we go. I wrote, 1080p, 60 frames per second, 1 week on the beta. They said they'll be giving out more information later. The Ultimate Edition, though, of the remastered first Gears of War is going to come out August 25th. So
yeah, August is a busy month too for games.
Yeah, I mean I had no idea August. I don't ever remember this many games coming out in August.
No, same here. I mean that's my birthday month.
If you hear that, it's the trash man coming by, so just ignore it.
Keeping it real.
Yeah.
So we tweeted out what everybody was excited about. Like, what's the one thing that they were most excited to see in the Xbox media brief?
Yeah, was that how they ended? I can't remember now. Yeah, then Phil just came out and was like,
Oh, good old Phil. Ugh.
I love Phil. All right, so yeah, we asked on Twitter and some different areas, like, what did you guys think? What was the one thing from the whole media briefing that you liked best? And Nicole Hazen, she said she'd have to go with the whole backwards compatibility and Gears. She couldn't just pick one. Then we had Frog. She had like 3 things. I was like, you can only have one, just one. And she said what was hers? Hers was the backwards compatibility. And then this other guy, his name is Richard Myers on Twitter, and he said he wants to have the controller. He wants one now. Let's see. I think we have a bunch more. Lost Soul. She said the backwards compatibility. So I asked Supa, and I think hers was the controller.
The controller? Interesting. Yeah. And what about you? What's yours?
I have one more. I
have one more?
I have two more.
Two more?
Yeah, Ellie O'Dare said the backwards compatibility, and she wants to be able to play Mass Effect and nuts and bolts. And then Jared Best, he's like, the Elite controller. He said it reminds him of a SCUF controller with tons of options and customizations. Big props for that. And, one more. Michael Little, Gears, and the Rare Collection. And the backwards compatibility. I think nobody can
just choose one. No, that's not how we roll.
Yeah. Oh, and Blazing Furies, Fallout 4, and being able to play Mass Effect. Once again, the backwards compatibility. For me, I think it's the controller.
And for me, it's the backwards compatibility.
That blew my mind, though.
And I don't even know why. It's like, I probably won't play a lot of the games, but I just like having the option.
I agree. I don't know how much I'll go back, but being able to stream them, take screenshots, that kind of adds a new flavor to it. And maybe catch up with some of those 360 people I haven't talked to that much.
It's good. Oh, my God. It was a great show that they gave.
Yeah.
And all the content. I mean, it was just go, go, go. And big props to Xbox. And I know we're both super happy to be Xbox gamers right now.
Yeah, and I'm really excited, to see the rest of E3 and what the other developers have. And one game I totally forgot that I'm super hyped about is Mirror's Edge. I totally forgot to mention that last episode, so I want to see that. Is there any other games you're looking forward to, or everything?
Everything, but I am interested. I don't have a PlayStation, but I'm just interested to see what they're going to show.
Oh yeah, for Sony. Yeah,
I just love to see that kind of.
I usually watch. They tend to be a little stiff though, and I usually fall asleep because they're not.
Yeah, Xbox has definitely evolved themselves. Yeah. Just the way they present themselves, just being casual and just looking like gamers. Every gamer is different, but.
Well, yeah,
they just seem to acknowledge that now.
I mean, most of those people are gamers, like Phil Spencer, Mike Ibarra. And all of them, like, they actually game a lot.
Yeah, and that definitely comes off in their briefs now. It feels like you're just having a conversation with a friend almost.
Yeah.
That knows a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah. Can you please tell me more about the controller?
Exactly. Keep talking.
Yeah. So I think that's it, Zen.
Yeah, I think so too. Thanks, guys, so much for listening. And you can follow myself on Twitter at ZMacLeod. That's ZMACLEOD. And you can follow Jen on Twitter and on Twitch at MotoGirl. That's MOTO_GRRL.
And you can check out our website at girltribegaming.com and click the podcast button on our website. And you can go to show notes and see trailers and screenshots from everything we talked about. It will be a lot. And we are on Facebook and Twitter and Twitch, just Girl Tribe Gaming, all one word. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.